Shalom. I want to give all praises, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rachak Wadash, forgive me the spirit and power. All right, to make this video, I want to give double honors unto the elders and apostles of Great Millstone that teach this truth, and Ruel, Wabrakatham unto the elect. All right, this is the brother Gabar from the Great Millstone Dallas branch, and I want to put up this testimony, okay, of what happened last night. All right, and I'm pretty much gonna get right into it. Okay, so it was me and another person. Okay, and we decided to go to this park. All right, and pretty much in good spirits. Okay, and it stars out. All right, whatever, early into the night. All right, and we're outside of the car. All right, at this park, chilling or whatever. Okay, and speaking, and eventually we get around to speaking about Yahweh Bashim Shai. All right, and pleasing him more. Okay, pleasing the Lord more, and how lately I've been feeling how the Lord has really been guiding me, all right, into pleasing him more, and different into that direction, of just working on the relationship with Yahweh Bashim Shai that I have, okay, that me and this other person has, okay. And in the midst of that conversation, keep in mind we're talking about pleasing the Lord more. In the midst of that conversation, I'm turned around and this person just starts stuttering. They just start stuttering and pointing up, and immediately I already knew, okay, they seen an angel, they seen a chariot. All right, I look up, I don't see it though, it already passed by. And then a thought enters into my mind. I'm like, they seen a chariot, And immediately when I said that, immediately after that, another one went by, and I seen it in my peripheral vision on my right side. All right, it was like a flash of white light. All right, and then we're like, oh, another one, and giving all praise, honor, and glory unto Yahweh Bashim Shai. And immediately I take notice. I'm like, see, he showed himself, which the angel's always there, but he showed himself as we were speaking about pleasing him more. And that's the whole key thing. All right, that is the main thing right there. Pleasing Yahweh Bashim Shai more. That's what the Lord wants us to do. That's a calling. All right, for me, myself, that person, and all of us to please the Lord on another level. Okay, now going into the details of actually what the person saw. The person, okay, saw what they said was an angel, all right, with its fist up like Superman pose, all right, shooting downward. Okay, you can't make this up, and this is why I have this photo right here. Okay, a pretty good illustration, all right, of what they seen. All right, with the fist up, like how Superman takes off or whatever, with the fist up, but it was shooting downward, and it was like kind of like a light gray. All right, they said. All right, but I had to make this testimony because that pretty boosted me. It boosted me a lot in the spirit, man, to keep on going, to keep on fighting. All right, in the names of Yahweh Bashim Shai. All right, to get closer to him. Okay. And for sure, I wanted to put this testimony out. All right, because most definitely I know it's going to help. It's going to fuel. It's going to, exhort sincere believers, that have the same mindset that they want to do more. All right, they want to please Yahweh Bashim Shai more. And that's where the power is at, man. That angel flying down, shooting down, all right, with his fist, all right, forward, flying through the air. Okay, looking like the photo I sent you. All right, man, that's a lot of power, man. But it happened when we were speaking about pleasing the Lord more, how we've been pleasing the Lord more, but we want to please the Lord a lot more. We want to keep continuing to look inward and please him. All right, examine, okay? And that's when the Lord revealed himself. Like, yes, that's what I want you to be doing. Yes, I want you to please me more. And he has pleasure. When you have that thought process, the Lord has a lot of pleasure in you. Okay, now the Lord is giving you that thought process already alone. It's coming from him. Okay, but you have to act on those thoughts. Okay, which that's coming from him as well. But you have to act on those thoughts. All right, that's where you want to be at. How can I please the Lord more? Because if you sincerely fear the Lord, you're going to be thinking that anyways. Okay, how can I please the Lord more? Yeah, I've been doing better. Okay, I know I've been doing better than what I've been doing, but I want to go beyond that. And that's the true, sincere mindset that I've been feeling, and the person as well that I was with has been feeling. Okay, and last night was a huge confirmation to continue in that mindset. I got you. All right, that's where the power's at. You pleasing Yahweh Bashim Al Shai is gonna get you far. It's gonna get you beyond far. Okay, but that angel revealing itself the way it did, specifically the way it did, okay, was a huge yes. Okay, continue with those thoughts, continue with that mind. All right, that was a huge yes. The Lord has a lot of pleasure when we're thinking like that and we're behaving after those thoughts. Okay, so I had to make this testimony, because this has definitely encouraged me, definitely has encouraged me to go farther, to fight harder, all right, to continue to seek out what's well pleasing unto the Lord even more, even harder, okay? Yahweh Bashim Al Shai revealed himself in that specific way because he has a lot of pleasure, all right, when we want to please him, okay? Now I want to grab a couple of precepts, okay? This is Sirach chapter 2 and verse 16. It says, they that fear the Lord will seek that which is well pleasing unto him, and they that love him shall be filled with the law. Okay, so if you fear the Lord, you're going to sincerely be seeking what's well pleasing unto him. I want to please the Lord more. What more can I do? What more can I abstain from that I know he doesn't like? Okay, that's going to be the thought process of the righteous, of the elect. Okay, as the creation to the creator, they want to please the creator. Okay, I got to read that again. Sirach 2 and 16. They that fear the Lord, that's the key right there, the fear of the Lord. But you can go farther, okay, in your fear. This is a calling to definitely go farther in the fear of Yahweh Bashim Al Shai, to fear him more, to believe more. This is definitely a calling for that, okay? It says, they that fear the Lord will seek that which is well pleasing unto him, okay? And the Lord likes that because he only loves those that fear him. He only loves those that dwell with wisdom, okay? And the more you fear the Lord, the more power he's going to give you. It's a reason why that angel showed itself the way it did. All right. It's definitely a reason with that fist. All right. Come on, man. All right. So Yahweh Bashim Al Shai is definitely, okay. He's definitely having more pleasure when we want to please him more. All right. He loves that. Like your woman. If she's seeking to please you more, you get home, you notice she putting on more apparel that you like. All right, she putting on scents that you love. Okay, the food is done. All right, she taking off your shoes for you. Okay, already got your bath water ran. All right, if you got children, they're already in order or they're in bed, whatever. Okay, the house is clean, it smells good, incense burning. You're gonna walk in the house like, wow. All right, the TV on, it's already on the show you like, or your show coming on right after you get out the shower, whatever, man. Okay, You showering or bathing, she bathe you, whatever she doing, new things. And then, she start throwing in new things in there. Okay? Stuff that you like. All right? Yeah, of course, you're going to have more pleasure. All right? You're going to love that type of mindset on your woman. So us as the woman of the Lord, the body, okay? We have to have that mindset to go forward, to please him more. What does he want? Okay? And the Lord has a lot of pleasure in that. Just like how we will have pleasure in our woman. All right? If she's having that mindset, of course you would. How couldn't you? Okay? Versus you coming home, all right, and she just always half-assed, and it's the same half-ass shit. The kids got a diaper on full of shit, dragging it around off their ass. All right, being bad. Marks on the wall from this morning. You here in the afternoon, she ain't even wiped it off the wall. Okay? All right, stain on the carpet. She ain't cleaned up yet. All right, food ain't done. She talking about go order something. Yeah, ain't no bath water ran. She talking about you can get in the shower yourself. Okay? She just wearing, she got a bonnet on, pajamas. It's the middle of the day, pajamas and a bonnet. All right. You come in, she don't even say hey. It's just a whole different vibe. All right. It's a whole different vibe, So which woman are you? All right. You got to ask yourself that. You have to constantly examine yourself. All right. As we go from glory to glory, all right, you want to be shining more and more. Okay. Now, Psalms chapter 25 and 14. It says, the Lord Yahweh is a friend to those who fear him. You see? So if you want that connection with Yahweh Bashim Shai, which is through wisdom, through the Holy Spirit, okay, which the root of that wisdom is to fear the Lord. Okay, the fullness of wisdom is fearing the Lord. All right. You have that friendship. All right. But you can get closer to Yahweh Bashim Shai if you do what? If you fear him more. Okay. You want to be intimate with Yahweh Bashim Shai in the fear of the Lord. That's what this calling is to do. Okay? Especially after last night, man. Which I've already, been feeling like that. I've already, and I'm pretty sure us believers all have. All right. But, from the testimony that I have to give, man, does Yahweh Bashim Shai have pleasure in that? Man, does he? Okay? So this is really a time to really reflect and really look on like, damn, what more could I do towards Yahweh Bashim Shai to please him? Okay? And in return, you're getting the reward of more power. You pleasing the Lord more, he's giving you more power. Matter of fact, let's grab a quick precept. The most powerful, Yahweh Shai, under Yahweh, of course. But Yahweh has a lot of pleasure. He has pleasure in Yahweh Shai. And look how powerful Yahweh Shai was. Look how powerful Yahweh Shai is. I'm saying was as in when he was physically here on the scene with his disciples. All right, but he's still alive on the right-hand side of the Father, up there in the heavens. Okay? Look how powerful he is. Matthew 3 and 17. And look, matter of fact, let's go up a little bit. Matthew 3 and 16. And Yahweh Shai, when he was baptized, went up straightway out of the water, and lo, the heavens were opened unto him. And he saw the Spirit of Yahweh descending like a dove and lighting upon him. And lo, a voice from heaven saying, this is my beloved Son, whom I am well pleased. You see? So when the Lord has pleasure in you, look what you can do. Look what things are accomplished. The Lord had pleasure in Yahweh Shai. All right, a lot of pleasure, immense pleasure. He was walking in the fear of the Lord perfectly. Okay? And look at what he was doing. Healing multitudes of people. How many is multitudes? That's thousands upon thousands, man. Okay? And every single one was healed. Performing miraculous things, so much so that we don't even know everything that was written. We don't even know everything that was done, Salakia. They were not all written, is what I want to say. Okay? So when the Lord is pleased with you, man, all right? Look at David. All right, the Lord was pleased with him. Look at the stuff he got to accomplish. All right, to do in the names of Yahweh Bashim Al-Shai. Okay? The power that was given unto him. Okay? Now, going back, Psalms 25:14. The Lord Yahweh is a friend. This is in the NLT. The Lord Yahweh is a friend to those who fear him. He teaches them his covenant. Okay? So if you want that friendship with the Lord and you want him to have pleasure in you and delight, then you ought to fear the Lord and seek out the things that you can do to fear him more, to please him more. Okay? Psalms 85:9. In the KJV, surely his salvation is nigh to them that fear him, that glory may dwell in our land. Okay? So the Lord is nigh to the ones that fear him. Period, point blank, man. All right, he's close to them. He has pleasure in them. He delights in them. Okay? That's what you want to work on. The fear of Yahweh Bashim Al-Shai. That's what's going to take you places. All right? Now it says, James 4:8. Come close to God, and God will come close to you. Right? You will see it. You will feel it. All right? And lately I've been in that spirit, of self-examination. All right? Being serious-minded. Okay? Towards Yahweh Bashim Al-Shai even more. Okay? And really just working on that relationship. All right? And look, and look at, the Lord confirming. All right? He's moving closer as we move closer to him. Okay? And that's what the elect are going to be doing, man. They're going to be seeking out, how can I get closer to the Lord? Especially in these times, man. We're going to need that salvation. All right? The salvation is only close to them that fear him. So if you don't fear the Lord, the salvation ain't close to you. You ain't going to get it. But if you fear the Lord, that salvation is right there. It's always right there. Because those angels are encamped around about. Psalms 34 and verse 7, I believe. Okay, the angels encamped around about them that fear him to deliver them. Okay, so that salvation is right there as long as you're fearing the Lord. Okay? Because we in some times right now, man, where we need help. All right, we need help. And in the times coming, all right, as we're nearing 2026, all right, man, a hell of a year 2025 was. What about 26? Okay? We need Yahweh Bashim Al-Shai, man. We need Yahweh Bashim Al-Shai, so we need to please Yahweh Bahashim Yahushai. Okay? Mimicking exactly what Yahweh Shai was doing to the best of our ability, man. Okay? Now it says James 4:8. This is in NLT, by the way. Come close to Yahweh, and Yahweh will come close to you. Right? And he's confirming it. Okay? It says, wash your hands, you sinners, and purify your hearts, for your loyalty is divided between Yahweh and the world. Right? So you have to come all the way out, man. All right? There's still certain things, tendencies and stuff, okay, that can be purged out, all right, that you can forsake. Okay? But let the purging take its process. All right? Let you examine yourself and forsake those things, because the Lord will have mercy upon you and more pleasure in you when you do that. All right? But you got to wash your hands. Okay? And the Lord is going to move closer to you as you move closer to him. All right? Best believe that. Sirach 35 in the GNT in verse 3. Keeping away from sin will please the Lord. Right. You want to please the Lord? Fear him. Because that's what the fear of the Lord is. Let me grab that right quick. Proverbs chapter Salakia, 1 second. Proverbs chapter 16 and verse 6. By mercy and truth, iniquity is purged, and by the fear of the Lord Yahweh, men depart from evil. So the fear of the Lord is to depart from evil, sin, wickedness. All right. And the Lord has pleasure when you do that. So he got pleasure when you fear him. All right. It's saying the same thing. Now going back to Sirach chapter 35 and verse 3 in the GNT. Okay. It says, keeping away from sin will please the Lord and make atonement for sin. Okay. So if you want to please the Lord more, fight harder, resist more. Okay. Examine yourself. Okay. These are things that you got to do to get close to him. It's not just going to happen by you thinking it. You know, yeah, I want to get close to the Lord, man. But you're doing the same thing you've been doing day after day, year after year. It's not going to be a difference. All right. It's not going to be any difference. So actually apply the works. All right. Sacrifice. All right. So Lord's will, this was edifying. I want to give all praises, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem Yahushai, Bahashem Rachak Wadash, for giving me the spirit and power to make this lesson, to put up this testimony. And till next time, Kam Yasharallah, Shalom.